Falling from heaven is a good thing. Hear me out. I ain't the devil or nothing. Falling from the heavenly state of mind when you meditate, like meditation is dealing with a lot of like breathing into different realms of consciousness. You know, like you understand those realms when you get there. Only real meditators know that. That's why the people who follow me, they be mostly people with genuine experiences. The stuff that I say in these videos, only, confidently, and knowingly, only genuine people who had the same type of experience or something similar can agree with. And I'm one of those people who I'm tuned in. You know, only people who's tuned in. And I'm sorry to say this, if you're not tuned into the stuff that I say in these videos, trust me, you're not there. So just keep on working. Keep on spiritually working towards your path. I don't know if you got to study, meditate more, or whatever. But my videos be relatable as fuck to third eye open, Christian type, Christ consciousness, conscious people, black conscious. So anyway, basically the fall from heaven, right? When you meditate and get to that state of mind, when you finally get there, when you fall, like if you don't maintain these practices, you fall, right? But it make you fall in love with depression. Or like, I don't know, like maybe it make you fall in love with like negative energy. Like when you fall and you feel it, you start feeling more worldly. You start to, you know, feel more tied to like the bullshit of this world. You start to feel affected by it. And you start to actually realize, like, if you don't get back to where you was spiritually, you're going to keep on falling. So you're thinking like these people, acting like these people, emotionally tied to your thoughts like these people. And you feel the connection to your thoughts a lot more. When you fall from heaven, you feel it. And then when you go back into your meditation, into your practices, when you get your shit back and you be sitting there and you up there and you breathing and you breathe and you breathe yourself into first, like in my personal experience, right? I like the fall where I feel like I know I need to fucking meditate immediately. But I postpone it because the more I postpone it, the more I fall. And then the more I fall, like mentally start feeling more worldly and feeling more like I go on the next meditation, I know it's going to be fucking great. Because the more I feel when I'm enlightened, the more I feel the breathing changing my whole body. I start out my breathing with just walk. I walk. Like if I got somewhere far to go or something, I start out walking and I breathe slightly. Just a little bit, little breaths, just little. Next thing you know, over time, I start to feel my chakras opening as I breathe more like a balloon. I start to, breaths be long as shit. Like breaths be long as fuck. My breaths be like, I be breathing in for like 40 seconds, breathing out for like 20 seconds. Like the whole in and out be different, right? So I get into that and then I start to do the holds, and the holds that take you to the round. I ain't trying to get no techniques out. I think that's illegal or something. But when you hold and you do the ups and you do and elevate the energy, and that shit be like vroom, vroom, vroom. The colors, the boom, the doors, that shit is beautiful. So falling from heaven is always a good thing. Like most of the scriptures, maybe it was talking about the state of mind. Who knows? But I do know this. Is when you breathing into them, and that shit lasts weeks. But if you don't maintain it, you feel the fall. Like daily, you start coming right back down. You start coming back down. So it's beautiful, but sometimes a meditation can last a month. Sometimes the benefits can last a month. Sometimes they can last a week. Sometimes they can last a couple of days. Sometimes they could just last a little, you know what I mean? I don't think it lasts less than a day. Anything 10 minutes or more, it lasts more than a day. But man, when you know the end result, you could not play around. I'm sorry, God. That's why this information used to be secret. You don't got people playing around with it. But when you know the end result to meditation, right? The ultimate level, then you know the levels that you could stay at and be comfortable. I don't got a third eye open. You crazy. Third eye open, you be walking around fighting your weed addiction all day. Like, you be like, man, fuck weed. Like, weed is like, your body be like, no, you don't need it. You do need it. You don't need it. You do need it. I don't need it. I'm happy without it. Like, yo, your body, that's all third eye open. And you get to the ultimate level, you just be fighting your addictions. And then when you done with your addiction, you walking around energetic, hype, happy, like preaching to people all day. Like, it's a different world, you know, but it's always positive when you got Christ with you. Yeah, when y'all ain't carrying these demonic, you know what I mean, satanic, y'all don't know what y'all worshiping, what names y'all, when y'all adding all these different deities and all this other shit that ain't got, when you carry just Christ with you, he unlocked the doors of consciousness that lets you get through certain doors of peace. Other entities y'all be worshiping and carrying and saying their name and all that, they don't know nothing about. They could be opening the wrong type of doors and the wrong type of situation for you. I'm just telling you, it talked about this in the Bible all the time. That's why they be like, yo, like Christ, he literally is the power of Christ. It unlocks those doors. If without him, you can't get into those doors of peace. You're going to be meditating forever and still don't get nowhere. You wonder why? Because you don't carry the belief or the like, you don't carry that genuine care for, you know what I mean, the person who literally opens up that door of consciousness. You can't, if you don't understand the Christ concept, I don't care how much you read. I don't care. I studied let's just say me and you know the same information, but I just believe in Christ. You don't. Let's say you never had a genuine experience or you trying to get one. I keep telling you, with Christ, I've had great genuine experiences, especially in these realms of consciousness, all the way to the, you know what I mean, the Akashic records, where I understand, I mean, a lot, I mean, I just understand a lot. And if you never had one, but you still bashing Christ, maybe you need to look into a whole nother level or a whole nother, you know what I mean? Maybe you should look into it. If you still in complaining, you ain't got no happiness, no peace, without money, without nothing. You know what I mean? With knowing that you can't carry money with you, so you be happy. Like, it's a lot of shit that this come with. And if you don't got the Christ spirit and you going into these realms, God bless you. Hey, maybe you doing it without Christ. If you are, that's dope. Start a TikTok and do what I'm doing and just talk about it without the Christ concept. But me, that's how I got there. That's what helped me in these realms of consciousness. Just because you believe in Christ don't mean you stop learning. It don't mean you can't learn exactly what everybody on your TikTok learning, because when I first got into the Christ, I was so shocked that this, like, Christ was real and, like, in my life, not yours. I was so shocked that this stuff was so simple. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Like, I was so shocked. But then I thought about it and was like, damn, yo, that's why this information was secret. That's why a lot of this stuff people didn't talk about out in the open. That's why a lot of this stuff, like, it's so real that I went off and was like, no, I got to find out if this is fake or not. So I started watching anti-Christian everything for about 10 years straight. Until I heard every lecture, every atheist lecture, everything. And guess what? I still believe in them. So somebody's lying. One information led me down the path of depression and conspiracy theories, and to the point where I wanted to off myself because I felt that it was nothing to live for. And if Christ wasn't real and this wasn't real with it. And then on the other level, I had love in my life, love in my heart. I was trying to do good, just trying to be a good person. Nobody was perfect. It wasn't judgmental. I wasn't over here following Christ. I was actually, I mean, boom. But over here, learning y'all conspiracy theories and y'all, you know, and you know, God is this and God is really that. And he's like an immature child and all that. I said everything in the book you can name about God. And God still kept me alive, still kept me well, and still understood that I was just ignorant and in my feelings because I wasn't getting my way. And I
want you to know that I've smoked pot.
You could put my balls on a pita bread with some hummus and tahini and eat that to the face. You feel me? Mind your fucking business. Nobody asked you anything.
You're crazy.
So I was watching this video today on TikTok, and the guy said, if you see somebody who go out into the woods talking about the Lord save me or whatever, they crazy. I'm not even going to lie or combat that. I go out into the woods every now and again. I be traveling. We got Cobbs Creek. We got the cool trails, Tacony Creek. We got a lot of cool water. I'm a fearless guy. You know what I'm saying? The spirit don't put fear in my heart. You feel me? I'm able to move out, go into it while I'm well clear-minded. You know what I mean? I try to stay on point. I don't be walking around conspiracy theoried out. You know what I mean? I consider myself a normal guy. Ask any chick who around me, I'm always giving free game, free advice, like thorough bug. You know what I mean? Not all sexed out, not on here trying to do content for coochie, not on here trying to impress nobody. Don't give a damn, you know what I mean? Because I know that when I speak genuine message, you know what I mean? It come from a genuine place, genuine heart, all that good stuff. So I don't consider myself crazy. Other people, they be like, he's walking in the woods, he's crazy, period, whether I'm conscious or not. They just think, oh no, that's too fearless for me, anything can happen, blah, blah. But that's just the spirit, is what it do. But I'm not going to combat what the guy's saying because I know the crazy type. Oh yeah, this is Philly. We got those smart, intelligent, conscious, crazy motherfuckers who, they be making sense. But then you see their life, or you see how they really are, and you see they can't hold a job because they too conscious and always arguing with people. Even they can't hold it back. They don't know how to control themselves. Don't know how to switch on and switch it off. You feel what I'm saying? They start a lot of ish and they lose a lot of stuff. Don't have a lot of stuff. Like, it's not no real structure, no real morals. They don't believe in nothing. It's no real God. It's just a whole bunch of conspiracies. But it's like, all right, where's God and how does this help you in your real life? And they just a little crazy. I do understand. So it is a difference between conscious and crazy. Some motherfuckers is crazy and some motherfuckers is conscious, I will admit. And I don't know, like walking around right now recording these videos is kind of crazy. To an average person who's scary as hell, scared to show their face, scared, you know, like that is kind of crazy. But to me, it's like, it's normal shit. It's like I gotta connect to the people. But I was like, damn. He see everybody is going to the woods is crazy, no matter what message they got, no matter if, because the woods ain't what saved me, nigga. I was in gangs and stuff. I wasn't such a good person, you know what I mean? I was thinking real worldly about shit. I had to read the Bible, learn about life and stuff, but does that make me crazy? You know what I mean? It did have me thinking a little bit, like, and then I thought about it and was like, hell no. I don't need nobody to help me answer that question. The music y'all listen to is fuck crazy. The people y'all talk to and interact with and conversations y'all have is the fuck crazy. Sitting there talking about people and all kinds of dumb shit, that's the fuck crazy. Society we live in is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The gun violence and all the dumb shit that we allow to happen is the fuck crazy. You know what I mean? Glorifying the pills and the dumb, definitely when the pills and the drugs became the part of our culture, yeah, that's the fuck crazy. Our culture is the fuck crazy. I thought being conscious was crazy, so I looked at the culture and I looked at the people around me. It was like, no, the niggas who, it's usually them who calling somebody fuck crazy, that's the ones who crazy. Niggas be glorifying the dumbest shit and mad at the spiritual people. How the fuck you mad at, switch it up and the gangsters now mad at the spiritual people? The fuck? But as soon as the gangsters go through some shit, then they become spiritual people. It's fucking retarded. So yeah, ain't no conscious niggas the fuck crazy. Even the niggas who go to the woods ain't the fuck crazy, because you got whole murderers out here, whole rapists out here, whole snitches out here, whole doing dumbest shit. And they sitting here talking about some people who go to the woods is crazy? No, people who go to the hood is the fuck crazy. I had to really think about it, like, yo, TikTok almost had me. He almost had one, till I realized, nah, nigga, I ain't dumb. Do I mean? No. I took offense because I'll be in the fucking what? I'll be like, yo, let me get away from people. You feel me? I like to get the fuck away from people. That's how you maintain your peace, that's how I lasted to my 30s in Philly. You feel me? And staying the fuck away from these niggas. And then I had to get online, and he like, no, the people who get away from the crazy people, they're crazy. I said, hell no. So I ain't even gonna tag him, but I took offense to that, because I'm from Philly, he was from Philly. I took a little offense, but nah, man. Like, usually the crazy motherfuckers, they don't know how to talk to girls. They don't know how to enjoy life. They don't know, I mean, they don't actually study or read. They just be conspiracied out. I had to check myself. I did question it, though, like, damn, that's how y'all think? So y'all don't think that y'all wait for Tech K to get out of jail? That's not crazy, huh? Y'all Young Thug and the snitching and all that dumb shit, that's not crazy, huh? And y'all worshiping the idols that they put on TV We knowing that they use music and rap music to destroy a whole race and bring us to jail, and they got stake in the jails. The jails got stake in the criminals that get affected by the music, and we still listen to it blasted and glorify the people who, and the conscious people, read the Bible. Dissecting it or not, whether you believe in it cold-heartedly or not, the ones who believe in spirituality or the ones who talk about God, they ain't crazy. I had to really think about that and was like, wow. Like it say in the Bible, it's ass backwards. The stuff that you would think is glorified is not, and the stuff that is shouldn't be. Crazy. I ain't crazy, nigga. It's like, no, but yeah, man, absolutely interesting conversation. And I don't know if he did see this video, he probably understand what I'm saying. Like, you come from Philly, I see the crazy people, nigga. I ain't on in Kensington. You feel what I'm saying? Hard working brother. And you shouldn't judge everybody by that stereotype of people who go in the woods is crazy because they believe in God. Nah. We've been through some shit. We've been through some shit that take us to the woods, because the hood will take one of y'all to the woods, if you know what I mean. 6 feet under. Over the years of doing third eye open content, meditation content, and letting people know what goes on in this realm, I've gotten hell of a lot of questions. I mean, thousands. And I gotta say, right, my experience differ from a lot of people who didn't use Christ to get through the doors in your mind or whatever. When I literally studied the Bible, and what opened the door first was me accepting Christ into my life. And then when to deal with the meditations and stuff like that, a lot of the things, those, it's like boundaries where you can't get through mentally. It's like a bunch of mental strongholds that I wouldn't have got through if I didn't believe in Christ. I know it sounds weak. The name and lost its meaning over the years. There's so many people dog them. But at the end of the day, we move in silence now. You know what I'm saying? Like Christians or whatever are real people who really believe, and it feels like we kind of burdened because we can't not believe because we experience too much. At the end of the day, in order to get through that door, those fears, I don't know if I could trust, I used Christ. So, you know what I mean? He walked me through those doors. You feel me? My mind was always on him in those meditations. So it actually helped me, get to the next level mentally. Because the fear and I don't know who I'm going in this door with. Yeah, a lot of y'all doing that. And y'all be telling me, like, I be hearing people talking about spirits and demons and dealing with fighting energies and all that. And I'm like, I didn't go through that. Mine's is a blissful walk through the door. It's like, I know who I'm going in here with. So I don't know about y'all. That's how it feels when you meditate. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Y'all be telling me about realms and like, I was fighting demons that it was a family demon that was in our house for years and spirits and shit. I be like, I ain't going through none of that. Y'all be telling me some demonic shit. And I be like, yeah, it probably do get demonic. That's why this shit was secret and for fucking mation. It was secret. Nobody was talking about meditation, third eye open, secret kundalini energy, chakras, dantian. Nobody was talking about that shit. Now in 2025, everybody got the experience online, and you could take somebody's experience and you could run with it thinking that that's the truth when it's not. They just had a different experience. You feel me? So that's all I'm gonna say on the subject, because I get too many questions. Like, they be like, yo, if I was fighting the devil himself, I'd be like, yo, that ain't my experience, yo. So I can't really speak on it. I can only speak on when you accept Christ, why you accept him in your life, and how he helped you get through certain mental barriers or mental roadblocks to actually be enlightened or to allow you in that realm. That shit is like an initiation more than anything from the universe. Universe gonna know who's true or not. The universe gonna know exactly who's about that information and who's playing around trying to do it to get some coochie or something. They know you. Now, learning all that tantra and stuff come at a cost. And that's why it's important for motherfuckers to know it's different experiences. Some people accepted Christ. Some people, you got Muslims who meditate too. You know what I mean? And that's why I tell you in each book, meditate on the law that has some structure when you're in that realm. Because if you don't, then you ain't gonna have those words. Those words, your mind is like the temple, right? You need certain scriptures in that temple, or the shit gonna be empty. You gonna be sitting there listening to Lil Wayne all day and wonder why the devil popped up. You feel me? So that's it. But what's your thoughts on the situation? You tell me, because the person know who I'm talking about. So I actually want to hear your response in video form, because the messages, the inbox and all that get weird.